How's it going, guys? So in today's video, I will be grading the San Francisco Giants offseason. I will be doing this video for every team throughout spring training. And as always, if you guys can, please like and subscribe. Anyway, let's get into the video. So in my opinion, the San Francisco Giants had a very good offseason. So much so that I considered putting them into my video of winners and losers of the offseason, which I suggest all of you guys should check out. But even though they made some very solid additions, I just could not put them on the list with how well the Dodgers and the Padres did. And the Giants offseason did not bring in any premier free agents besides retaining pitcher Kevin Gausman via a qualifying offer, if that counts. So while they did not make any marquee moves, they made a bunch of underrated and undervalued moves. And remember, this is a front office that has found gems in Mike Yastrzemski and Alex Dickerson. So first off, I will break down the moves that they made on the pitching side. So first they retained pitcher Kevin Gausman. He was originally the 4th overall pick in 2012 by the Baltimore Orioles. Gausman has since bounced around to 4 different teams. While it was a shortened season, Gausman had a breakout year with a 3.62 earned run average and a 1.18 ERA+, along with 79 strikeouts in 59 innings. While there is some risk that he might struggle, he is definitely worth the risk, especially as it is only for next year. To help bolster their rotation behind Gausman, they signed starters Alex Wood and Anthony DeSclafani. Both have been effective at times, but they have also struggled. For example, Wood has not had a healthy season since 2018, but overall he has a career 3.45 earned run average, and in 2017 he finished 9th place for Cy Young voting. If he can stay healthy, then he's definitely worth the $3 million the Giants signed him for. The same can be said for DeSclafani, as he has a career 4.29 earned run average, but he has struggled with injuries. And with the Aaron Sanchez signing, they got a really solid arm as well. Overall, he has a career 3.98 earned run average, but he has struggled with injuries since making the All-Star game in 2016. If the Giants can help these guys stay healthy, then they are getting 3 All-Star quality arms for cheap. And on the bullpen side of things for the Giants, things went pretty well too. Like the rotation signings, these are guys that have shown the ability to succeed in the past, and they arrive on very team-friendly deals. Starting off with the Matt Wisler signing, they signed someone who last year had an insane 1.07 earned run average in 25 innings with the Minnesota Twins. Now there were underlying statistics and projections that show that Wisler will probably not be as good as he was last year, but he still could be a very solid bullpen arm. Also, they signed him to just a $1.15 million contract, which is dirt cheap if Wisler can produce even a 3 earned run average. In late December, they signed reliever John Brebbia. Like Wisler, this is the guy that has struggled with injuries, but he has produced. And while he did miss last season due to injury, he has a career 3.14 earned run average in 161 games. And the Giants only signed him for $800,000, so like Wisler, he's a never low-risk, high-reward reliever. And in February, they made 2 nice signings in Nick Tropeano and Jake McGee. While Tropeano has struggled and bounced around many teams, he still is a solid reliever, and he had a 1.15 earned run average, albeit in only 15 innings. To see if he can be healthy is definitely worth it for the Giants, who only had to sign him to a minor league deal. And in signing Jake McGee, they signed an experienced veteran reliever who had a 2.66 earned run average last season. And they hardly lost anyone of note on the pitching side besides Drew Smyly and Tony Watson. Overall, while they did not make any big moves in the pitching side, they added a ton of depth and experienced role players who could be very good. And on the offensive side of things for the Giants, they weren't half bad either. First, they signed 2 catchers to major league contracts. In Kurt Casale, the Giants get an experienced backup. While he has struggled with hitting, he is an above-average defender. And in Chadwick Tromp, the Giants retained a 25-year-old catcher who made his debut last season, but he only hit .213. And while these moves are not going to move the needle for anyone, they get good depth and stability behind Buster Posey, and they allow for Joey Bart to develop more. And later in the offseason, they signed utility man Tommy La Stella to a 3-year, $18 million contract. In La Stella, the Giants get a man who can play almost everywhere, provides solid contact skills, as evidenced by his career .274 batting average. And the last move that they made for hitting this offseason was acquiring outfielder Lamont Wade Jr. in exchange for pitcher Sean Anderson. Acquiring Wade is a lot like the signings of Jason Bosler earlier this offseason. While both have played little to none in the majors, the Giants definitely see something in them and hopefully turn them into the next Mike Yastrzemski. And the best hitter that they lost this offseason was Daniel Robertson, who signed a one-year deal with the Brewers and only has a career .244 batting average. Overall, this was a great offseason for the Giants, who made many moves that I think will pay off greatly for them. The sad thing is for the Giants that the Padres and the Dodgers got even better in the offseason, and probably the best the Giants can do is hope for a second wildcard spot. If you guys have enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe and tell me what you think of the Giants offseason in the comments section below. Thanks for watching.